An incredible catch by Stan Javier. Back to the one-inch track, to the wall. Makes the catch. Makes the leap and makes the catch. Unbelievable. There's a pull up the first baseman. The Mariners are on their way to the American League Championship. A beautiful putt by Carlos Diaz.
A big night of baseball here at Safeco Field. Rips one. Goodbye.
The championship is there, so no overt show of tremendous joy. What a moment this is. My, oh my.
Can we get it right?
And no baseball team in history has ever won more games than the Seattle Mariners. They'll play for the American League Championship for the third time. He's the new all-time hit king, number 258. My, oh my!
Thank you for 14 wonderful, great years. And go M's.
You've got class, you've got heart, and you've always risen to the occasion. Thanks to you, Seattle, for 12 amazing years.
You are the best city to play baseball in, and you have the best fans to play baseball for. So thank you.
The award is yours, not mine. You are the best fans in baseball. Make no mistake about it.
I didn't realize how much I missed being in Seattle. This place will be home.
And the pitch to Junior on the way. Swing and a fly ball into deep right center field. That baby is going to be fly away. The all-time religion lives. Junior does it.
Our 10th anniversary celebration. We salute two gentlemen who both played a significant role in making Safeco Field a reality. Here to throw and catch tonight's ceremonial first pitch, please welcome Mariners Chairman Emeritus John Ellis and number 24, Ken Griffey Jr. Thank you, John Ellis. Thank you, Ken Griffey Jr. We would not be here tonight without both of you. And thank you to the Public Facilities District and the Mariners Ownership Group for being a part of this special evening. Happy 10th anniversary, Safeco Field.
Very fitting, John Ellis, Ken Griffey Jr. together again. They helped save baseball here. And now it's time for Bill Kruger's Northwest Ford Store's Keys to the Game.
Thank you, Brad. First of all, they are pitchable. You saw those long home runs last night, but they hit 258 as a team with 676 strikeouts. And I think Jared understands that. He'll know the approach. Number two, back pasture this war horse. Yeah, this guy, Kevin Millwood, he's not going to overwhelm you. He's got guts and know-how, but he's going to throw a lot of fastballs for strikes. The Mariners should have a good opportunity. Last but not least, how about a little Irish luck? Jack Hanahan. Boy, I think that's an Irish name. That should give us a little chance tonight on the Irish side, don't you think?
I like that. All right, pregame show is complete. Up to the booth. Dave Sims, Mike Blowers. Gentlemen, you're missing a nice show out here. Singles night out here. We miss you out here.
We're both accounted for, Brett. Give me a break. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Safeco Field. We're in the booth as we look at the American League West. Today, the Angels, they rallied to beat the Yankees. Let's take a look at the standings. The Angels have now moved into a tie with the Texas Rangers. You see how critical tonight, tomorrow are for the Seattle Mariners. And the trade today, as the Mariners, they're trying to reinforce the whole unit here. A little better defense. They bring in Jack Hanahan from the Oakland Athletics.
Jack Hanahan, known for his defense, really hasn't had a chance to shine offensively at the big league level. He's been a part-time guy. He's going to get an opportunity to play here in Seattle.
And Jack Hanahan's going to be in the starting lineup this evening. And Brandon Morrow, we'll talk more about him as we go along. Starters tonight, a couple of veteran guys.
Yeah, Jared Washburn has been terrific this year. Take a look at the ERA. What he's been able to do this year has been fantastic. It comes down to a two-seam fastball. His last outing obviously was terrific. Just one hit in the ball game, no walks. That's the critical stat that you see when he's up against the Rangers today. He did not walk a batter. He had everything working for him. He has been terrific all year long.
Yes, he has. And they go against a veteran, Kevin Millwood, a guy that has been a workhorse. He was challenged by Nolan Ryan, the president of the ball club, lose some weight, go deeper into games, and it's working out for him.
Yeah, it has. He's a guy that used to have a big arm with Atlanta and then eventually Cleveland, and now he's over in Texas. He's somebody that they've really expected a lot of. He's somebody that's fallen a little bit short, though. This year, things have turned around for him. He's pitching much, much better. The Mariners certainly know him. He knows the Mariners. It seems like we see him every time we play the Rangers.
So true. He has a win over the Mariners here back in May. We're moving in a little bit closer to first pitch as we celebrate the 10th anniversary of Safeco Field. Happy birthday here in Seattle. Back with more. Kinsler steps in for the Texas Rangers. Game 3 of this series. First pitch from Washburn, swung on and driven deep to left field, but hooking foul. Strike one. Boy, that'll get your attention. Perfect conditions. Now he goes to the other end of the spectrum, tries to lay down a bunt. And it goes foul. So Ian Kinsler, one of the top hitters, the top second baseman in the American League. And they open this building
They said they were going to promise blue skies and green grass. Well, tonight on the 10th anniversary, it has been delivered big time. A great run here at Safeco Field. Ball and 2 strikes to Ian Kinsler. Kinsler 2 for 4 last night. Breaking ball misses outside. Last time we saw Washburn, he threw a beautiful game earlier this week against the Baltimore Orioles. On Monday, here's a 2-2. Hammered foul. Look out now. Mike pointed out in the pregame, no walks. Pitched a complete game, 1 hitter, no walks, 3 strikeouts. And it was a brisk pace to that ball game too. 2 hours and 9 minutes. He and Bergeson of Baltimore, they were getting it and throwing it. Kids are putting up a good fight here.
I like the no walks because last night I felt like that was one of the things that beat the Mariners. A couple of walks in an inning and then the home run by Michael Young. Texas Rangers, it started today anyways. They were leading the league in home runs. I think the Yankees just passed them, but the walks are going to hurt you against this club. Eventually they'll catch up to you, so wash.
Randian has the play, 1 down. So take us through the remainder of the lineups, Mike.
Thank you, Dave. Hitting after Ian Kinsler, it'll be Michael Young. Then it's Josh Hamilton just back from the DL. Jones, Blaylock, Bird, Cruz, Salta Lamacchia. The young shortstop Andrus will hit 9th. And the numbers for Jared Washburn, having a terrific year. See the ERA. Records are probably better than 5 and 6. Let's take a look at the defense behind them. Langerhans, Gutierrez, and Ichiro in the outfield. Just acquired Jack Hanahan at 3rd, and it's Cedeno Lopez up the middle, Branyan at 1st. And Rob Johnson will do the catching tonight.
Michael Young's the hitter. What a spark he provided last night for the Rangers' 3rd inning. A 3-run homer. He went opposite field. Pulls this one. Hanahan, his first try as a Mariner, throws across. 2 down. So Jack Hanahan, real solid glove man down at 3rd base. Nice to see a smile after the ball finds him, the second hitter.
Yeah, I'm surprised it wasn't Kinsler, but I guess it will have to be the second hitter. Typically when you're the new guy, the ball will find you in a hurry. Makes a nice play. Good glove man over at 3rd.
2 outs. Here's Josh Hamilton. Ron Washington, the skipper for the Texas Rangers, was talking about his all-stars from last year, included in that group Kinsler and Young and Hamilton, and talked about how tired they were after the all-star festivities, particularly Hamilton, because you know he had that 1 round in the home run derby where he had 28 home runs. They said it took him at least 7 to 8 days to really get back to where they wanted to, where they had been. You know, the excitement, the hoopla at the all-star game up in New York.
Talking to friends of mine that have played in that game, there's an art to it. It's supposed to be a break, and so you better get some rest somewhere when you can, and it's hard, especially when you're a newcomer to the all-star game. I think the guys, and I don't blame them, they want to enjoy all of it, but it can take a lot out of you.
On deck, Andrew Jones. There's a lot of socializing going on, a lot of guys you haven't seen or you want to meet. 3-1 to Hamilton. Line drive, center field. Gutierrez plays it on the hop. Well stroked by Josh Hamilton.
Solid line drive up the middle. Gutierrez does a nice job. See the way he keeps his body in front of that? He thought maybe he had a chance to make the catch. Had to pull up on it, but he kept his body in front of it, keep the ball in front of him to hold Hamilton to a single.
Bring up another dangerous hitter. Andrew Jones, first 2 games of the series, he's 0 for 7, which makes you a little queasy because he has been having a fine year. Came into this series in his previous 4 games 6 for 18 with 5 home runs and 11 runs batted in, but the Mariner pitching has shut him down the first 2 nights.
Charlie Relaford, home plate umpire, disagrees with the tracer. It looks like a pretty good pitch. That's a pitch that Jared is going to have to get if he wants to have some success tonight. That's a quality pitch And that's his two-seamer down and away from the right-handed hitter.
Charlie Relaford behind home plate. Larry Vanover at first. Sam Holbrook at second. And Dan Iasanga at third. And Jarrett's going to. Situation for pitchers, you have to adjust with what the man is calling behind the plate. 2-1.
Or stay there.
Yeah.
And make him adjust to you.
More often, what do you say? What do you see? More often, do you see the pitcher having to adjust?
I think it depends on the pitcher, and I think because Jared's a veteran guy, as long as he keeps his cool out there, eventually Charlie Relaford will make that adjustment with him.
To right center field, gliding over Ichiro, and that'll do it for the Texas Rangers. They get a man on board, Hamilton, nothing across. Bottom of the first coming up. Singles night here on the 10th anniversary of Safeco Field. Safeco Field, game 3 of this series with the Texas Rangers. It's singles night, and we're going to have some fun this evening. Mike, here are the lineups.
For the Mariners, it's Ichiro, Branyan, Lopez, Griffey, Gutierrez, Langerhans. Johnson, Hanahan just acquired. He'll hit 8th, and Cedeno, the shortstop, will hit 9th. Look at the numbers for Millwood. Really turned things around this year, having a nice year. 8 wins already, a 3.34 ERA. And in the outfield, it's Bird, Hamilton, Cruz. Across the infield, Young, Andrews, Kinsler, and Blaylock. Saltalamacchia will do the catching tonight.
Ichiro leading off for the Mariners. Going to be interesting to see where Millwood starts pounding the strike zone compared to what Jared Washburn did in the first inning. Tell that story about Jamie Morey back not too long ago.
Well, it was a situation, and everybody here familiar with them.
Self-defense. Millwood throws out Ichiro, 1 out.
And that cost him a hit. But it was the same type of deal that we just saw with Washburn, and Washburn certainly qualifies and has better stuff than Jamie. But Jamie, you know, he had to pitch on the edges. He had to pitch down low. Now we're on Washington. The trainer are going to go out and take a look at Millwood, see if he's okay. But Jamie had to pitch down and away, and then as he started pitching in, it was more effective keeping guys honest. But the point of it was, as he was pitching, it looked like he was hitting right on the corner, maybe just off, borderline down, that kind of thing. And he came in, had a rough inning. Gave up a couple of runs, and I can't remember who the catcher was, but he was talking to him, and the catcher was saying, I'll move him more on the plate. And he said, no, stay right there. He's going to have to adjust to me. And his point was, if I pitch in the middle of the plate, I'm not going to last around here anyway. So he's going to have to get out there with me. Let me just consistently hit that spot, and he'll eventually come around. And that's exactly what happened. And Jared made some really good pitches that last inning. Fortunately for him, it didn't cost him anything. But if he stays there, Charlie Relaford, a veteran umpire, a good umpire, he'll start making those calls for him.
And the other thing, too, which you mentioned during the break, it's how Washburn comports himself. I mean, if he's a professional out there, if he doesn't flip out, better chance he's going to eventually have it come around to him. That's going to be a plus for him.
And we've seen Wash will give him a couple innings to make the adjustment. And, eventually, if he has to say something, he will. But absolutely.
Strike 1 to Russell Brendan. Millwood's okay. Nice to see Ron Washington, training staff, infielders, everybody smiling. Millwood got a chance to catch a blow there, and he's ready to work here. 0-1. Russell Brennan, since he's been batting in a 2-hole in the lineup, the ball club is 19-12. Millwood having a hard time finding that release point right now. Russell Brennan 1 for 4 last night with a double and an RBI. Fooled him on that one. 2-2.
Kinsler, the second baseman, out on the grass, playing pretty deep. There you go. You can see him out there towards right field.
2-2. Strike 3 call. Brandon caught looking. 2 outs. They'll bring up Jose Lopez. Lopez has good numbers against Kevin Millwood. 13 for 42. 310 batting average. And I look for Lope to start breaking out in July, this month of July, and batting in the 3-hole. 9 games. He's 8 for 38, a 210 batting average with just 2 runs batted in. Ball 1. Kevin Millwood has had a fine career. Been with Atlanta, Philly, Cleveland, now Texas. Young man from North Carolina. He's 3-0 to Lopez. On deck hitters, Ken Griffey Jr. Mariners have a record of 6-8 since they put Lopez batting 3rd in the order. 3-1. Millwood's out of Gastonia, North Carolina, same town that produced James Worthy, the Basketball Hall of Famer. 3-1. Lopez is aboard. Listen to the ovation for Ken Griffey Jr. Junior out in the pregame ceremony, catching the ceremonial first pitch from John Ellis. John, critically important to the success of baseball and getting Safeco Field built here in Seattle. Junior went 3 for 4 last night.
Yeah, had a good night last night. See if they can get him going.
Takes a strike. Junior starts the night at 224. 3 hits last night took him from 215.
See
Kinsler, yeah, he's still out there.
Pretty much the same defense for Junior and Branyan. Most clubs playing basically the same way. We usually see the shortstop Andrus playing, well, he's shading him a little bit up the middle, but typically they swing the shortstop around to the other side of second base for both Junior and Branyan also, but he's not doing that tonight.
Foul back. Ken Griffey Jr. against Kevin Millwood. 3 for 16. Millwood beat the Mariners here at Safeco back on May 4th. Went 7 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs. Gave up a couple of home runs. The 0-2 throws over. Lopez not a big base stealing threat. 2 for 5 on the season. Woods 0-2 to Griffey. Junior yesterday reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the first inning, singled in the fourth, singled in the sixth, doubled in the eighth. Came around and scored. Two and two.
He tried the same pitch that he struck Ranyan out with. A little fastball inside, have it run back on the inside corner. He left that one in off the plate.
That video yesterday of Griffey in the dugout after he scored in the eighth inning was priceless. Said the only thing, he was waiting for somebody to come up and put two handles on his chest and go clear. Runner goes, swung on, bounce, nice play. Blaylock covering Millwood behind him. Lopez going to get the third. Griffey safe at first. On Blaylock, his third of the year.
Well, he makes a nice play, diving catch. Plenty of time to get it to Millwood, and just throws it behind him.
Pitcher's fielding practice.
Yep.
That's why these guys do it a lot. They hate doing it. But if he leads Millwood, they have an out. Let's see if the Mariners can capitalize. They bring their hottest hitter to the plate. Franklin Gutierrez on a 13-game hitting streak. His numbers are incredible. 462 during that time. 24 for 52. And he's hitting 21 of his last 23 games. In that clip, he's hitting 389. There's a strike call. Gutierrez came up big last night. RBI double in the first. Went 1 for 4 on the night. Those numbers on the homestand. My goodness. 0-1.
Huge 3-run homer in game 1 of this series.
Also won that game a couple of nights ago.
Yep.
This series tied at 1 apiece. Mariners win on Thursday 3-1. Texas last night 6-4. Wrap up the series tomorrow. Felix Hernandez, he was one that insisted Gutierrez get out for a curtain call, which was well deserved. Two and one. Mariners trying to capitalize here. Texas has given them an extra out.
That extra out will add to Millwood's pitch count. He's at 20 now here in the first.
Lopez at third, Griffey at first. Breaking ball called strike 2. Tracer and Charlie Relaford not on the same page. Here comes it 2-2 way outside. Nice backhand by Saltalamacchia. Full count now to Gutierrez. On deck is Ryan Langerhans. One thing we've learned about Gutierrez, he can hit. He'll take pitches the other way and take them a long distance, and he can turn on them. So it sort of limits the options in some regard for Millwood.
Well, in this current streak that he's on and he's been so hot, I think the biggest adjustment is he's been pulling the ball more. The pitch inside is no longer a problem. I think he stayed up the middle for the most part early in the season, but now pitches inside he's handling fine and doing it with some damage.
3-2 pitch. Griffey takes off. Swung on and fouled back. Mariners struck first last night with 2 runs in the first inning. Branian and Gutierrez with RBI doubles. First game of the series, Mariners didn't score till the 8th inning. And Gutierrez hit that big 3-run homer. Be pitch number 24 for Millwood. The 3-2 offering. Breaking ball tapped. Down to the third baseman. Young fires across. Got him. Nice play. So Michael Young, the All-Star, comes through, bails out Hank Blaylock. Nothing across. We played one here at Safeco. No score.
Mariners baseball on FSN. The Tracer is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
10th anniversary celebration of Safeco Field tonight. Hank Blaylock leading off for Texas. Blaylock, Bird, and Cruz against Jared Washburn. Off the end of the bat. Blaylock is a all-out hard swinger. Pulled foul. Leaves nothing to chance. He is hacking.
Really likes to hit the fastball, Jerry. That's a good pitch. The last pitch was a fastball, but was in off the plate. There's
Swing
a big
and a miss on a 1-2 breaking ball. First strikeout for Washburn. One out here in the second. For our wedding diet. Fresh from the wedding. How big's your lawn?
It's pretty big.
You got to volunteer at least.
Cleellum. Let's see the folks from Cleellum here at the ballpark.
That is a fair ball, a bullet off the bat of Marlon Byrd. Langerhans retrieves. They got a chance. Second base. He's out. Ryan Langerhans with his first assist as a Mariner. 2 outs here in the second inning.
Take a look at it. Rips it down the line. Bird runs well. Langerhans does a nice job of playing the carom off the wall. Does not get in a hurry. Makes a strong throw. And a nice pick by Lopez. 2 hands.
Boy, he was mean. He stumbled around second, which cost him. He got out of the box cleanly, but then he stumbles at first, and that really cost him. Nelson Cruz to Hanahan. And a breeze of an inning for Jared Washburn. He throws 6 pitches. The Rangers are going to be back out in the field. Mariners back in a dugout. No score at Safeco. Homeland back in Finland. Moreover, they're Mariner fans. Oh, brother. The bikers. We say, boys.
Well, here's Langerhans hitting.
Wonder if those bikers are headed to Sturgis, North Dakota before long. Oh, 0-2. Langerhans made a great play. He leads off here in the second inning. Here's the 0-2. Your first time here at Safeco Field, what do you remember about it, being that this is the 10th anniversary?
Well,
strike three called. Langerhans caught looking.
I thought it was awesome. I had a chance to walk around underneath the stadium, see all the stuff, that everybody that works here gets to see. And then I actually sat in the stands the first game, and I think it was a few weeks later that I actually re-signed with the Mariners and played here. Both experiences were awesome, for somebody that had played in the Kingdome for so many years.
Big difference, huh?
A huge difference. I have a lot of fond memories of the Kingdome, but this place is spectacular.
Here's Rob Johnson batting in at the 7-hole. Batting average is dipped back below 200. He's had some good moments at the dish the last couple of weeks. Here's a good panoramic view from out in center field of what we have to offer here at Safeco Field. When I got here 2.5 years ago, walked around the ballpark, there really is not a bad seat in the house.
There's not. I've been all over it too, and there really isn't.
And you've got the roof, which closes in a matter of minutes. Keep the inclement weather out. Continue to play some baseball. Back up the middle, Andrus. He's a good one. 2 outs. Following the Mariners-Rangers game tomorrow afternoon, kids 14 and under can run the bases at Safeco Field thanks to Key Bank. Purchase your tickets at mariners.com and bring your friends and family to Safeco Field tomorrow to run the bases. Elvis Andrus with that assist to throw out Johnson. I was talking to Omar Vizquel about him. First, let's talk about Jack Hanahan, who comes over from the Oakland A's organization. As you can see, a left-handed hitter. He's got a really good glove. Has not been a big batsman, but a solid glove, and somebody that Ty Van Berkeley, Don Wakamatsu, they know him very well from their days with the Oakland organization.
And you can see he still has the green gloves. I haven't had a chance to switch those out.
Real patient hitter.
Well, we'll see if he can make an impact here for the Mariners. We know that he plays good defense. We've seen that. See what he can do on the offensive side of things.
One and two. So he'll have to go back, and Billy and Teddy will have to hook him up with some Mariner blues for the next game. The 1-2. Hanahan got here at 4:15 this afternoon. Came in from Fresno, California. Brandon Morrow sent down to Tacoma. The All-Star break and the way the schedule sets up, Mariners only need 4 pitchers. They don't need a 5th pitcher till 25th of July. But now Morrow gets to go down to AAA and work on his secondary and third level pitches. And Don Wakamatsu before the game talking about, hey, when he gets that together to go with that great fastball, then Mariners will really have something. 2-2. Reaches out, punches one to right field. Nelson Cruz over towards the line, and he makes the catch. Mariners are going 1-2-3 in the second. Hanahan had a 6-pitch at bat in his Mariners debut. No score here at Safeco.
To the point. Family reunion chaos.
Boy, that's cut right to the chase. Oh, brother. You may have to send something out to soothe the savage beast there. Oh, brother. Saltalamacchia pops one up. Brandon going back. Lopez taking charge. Makes the catch. One out here in the third. Time now for our Aflac trivia question. Here's a question. Who am I? On this date in 1978 became the first pitcher to start for each league in the All-Star game. I also share a baseball oddity with Ichiro. That's a pretty good question. And Ichiro is the first player since the person who's the answer to this question to do a certain baseball oddity and is not related to stats. I'm mulling and I'm coming up with absolutely nothing.
I have no idea.
Meanwhile, Elvis Andrus, highly regarded young shortstop, talking to Omar Vizquel before the game on a radio pregame show. He said this young man is a great listener. As you know, Omar's with the ball club, the Texas ball club, for his skills, and he's played 3 out infield positions and mainly to mentor this young man. 2-1. Tried to bunt. Count evens at 2-2. Anderson then back to the top of the order. Ian Kinsler. Rangers won 6-4 last night. Series tied at 1-1. Mariners took the opener 3-1 on Thursday night. This man Jared Washburn, his last outing was spectacular. A one-hitter, beating Baltimore 5-0 on Monday. Comes to 2-2. Up high to Elvis Andrus, who is out of Maracay, Venezuela. On deck, Ian Kinsler. Three-2 pitch. And he lost the first walk of the evening. Jared Washburn. go along with a strikeout. Back to the top of the order, and Kinsler went a long at bat leading off before popping up to wrestle Brandon. Kinsler had an injury that shut down a back third of last season for him. He is one outstanding hitter as he drives one to the gap. Langer hands, not going to get it. Going to go all the way to the fence. Andrus is flying. He's going to score easily on the RBI double by Kinsler. Andrus got around those bases in a heartbeat. 1-0 Texas. Kinsler hammers one to the gap.
Kinsler is an aggressive hitter. He's been struggling lately, but he hits this ball right on the button into the gap. See the way he stays behind that pitch. Drives it into the gap.
Watch this kid run. High gear right here. No chance. One out, runner on, a run in. Michael Young takes a big hack. Deep center field for Gutierrez. Kinsler's going to tag. He'll make third, 2 down. 2 outs here in the third inning. Texas leads 1-0. Boeing salute to Kids Day. It's set for Sunday, July 26th, when the Mariners wrap up a series with the Indians. Youngsters ages 6 to 14 can register for honorary jobs, including honorary manager, photographer, DJ, scoreboard operator, and more. Enter at any of the 5 Mariner team store locations. Make sure you hurry. Contest registration ends on Monday. 2 outs, runner at third. Here's Josh Hamilton. Hamilton singled to center with 2 outs and a first. Drop down on Hamilton. Called for strike. 0-2. First run allowed by Jared Washburn in 12 innings. Go back to the 6th inning at New York. Fouled off left side. A pretty good scoreless streak put together by Jared Washburn. Hamilton going to the All-Star game again. Sports hernia injuries kept him out for a big portion of this first half. Swing and a miss. He got him on a breaking ball. But the Rangers pick up a run on Kinsler's RBI double and have a 1-0 lead as we head to the home third. Of the third here at Safeco Field. Get back to our Aflac trivia question. On this date in 1978, it became the first pitcher to start for each league in an all-star game. I also share a baseball oddity with Ichiro. The answer, Vital Blue, wore his first name on his jersey for the Giants in 1978. Started the all-star game in 71, 75, and 78, and was the MVP and Cy Young Award winner in 71. Well, how about that? September 1970, as a 21-year-old, he one-hit the Royals, and 10 days later, no-hit the Twins. Pete Rose said blue through as hard as anyone he'd ever faced. 1-1 to Ronnie Cedeno, leading off the third. Bouncing ball to Andrus. Throws over to Blaylock, 1 out. So the Mariners looking for their first hit. Maybe it'll be Ichiro picks it up. 1 out here in the third inning.
Ichiro hit a ball back up the middle his first time up. It looked like it hit Millwood right in the chest. He was able to recover and throw him out, but if he was able to get it by him, it would have been a base hit.
Inside to Ichiro. A couple more hits for Ichiro last night. 2 for 4 with a walk. One and one. What thought process do you use here when you see a guy like Millwood? You've seen him now if you're the Mariners, and a lot of these guys have seen him. This is his 20th start against the ball club.
Yeah, I think for him so far, he has a pretty good two-seam fastball. He looks like he's pitching to one side of the plate, inside to the left-handers and away from the righties. Running the ball off the plate and having to come back on late. So they should be able to make an adjustment there. And then, of course, he always has a good slider.
8-9 record, a 4.81 ERA against the Mariners. Moves Ichiro off the plate. 3-1.
In the first inning, it looked like he was having a tough time getting the ball down, but as he settled into this game, now 45 pitches into it, ball is down a lot more.
Popped up in the infield, Andrus. Kinsler is going to be Andrus. 2 outs. Hey, later on tonight on FSN, the Seattle Sounders FC, they're going to be in action against the Houston Dynamo. Houston currently holding the best record in all of Major League Soccer. This big matchup comes your way tonight after the Mariners live post-game show on FSN and FSN HD. So the game was played earlier this afternoon, and those of you who missed it will have a chance to watch the ball game right after we're done here. In tight to Russell Brandon. Got a good crowd at that soccer game, 32,000 folks. Brandon got caught looking back in the first inning. Showed you earlier in the pregame show, Angels win today. They take out the Yankees. They rallied again to beat them. 14-8 was the final, and that's in spite of the fact that the Yankees hit 5 home runs. That one's long gone. Way out of here. 1-1 ball game. No doubt about it. Russell Brandon's 22nd home run, his 48th RBI. Can he tattoo a baseball or what?
We talked about Millwood pitching inside, stayed inside with Brandon again, just like he did his first AB, and Russell makes an adjustment. Take a look at this pitch. Runs right back on the inside corner, and he hammers it.
Boy, full extension release, and look out below. 407 feet for Russell Brandon, his 12th home run hit in this ballpark. Lopez walked his first time. Well hit left field, but foul. That home run, the first hit given up by Millwood. So Branyan unleashed.
He has had a terrific first half.
16 home runs given up by Millwood, most on the ball club. That's popped up. Short center field. Going back, Andrus coming in. Hamilton, and Hamilton will take it. That will do it for the Mariners here in the third, but a resounding blast off the bat of Russell Branyan. Home run number 22 for him. His 48th RBI, tied. The Mariners, third game of a 4-game series. Time now for the Banner Bank Building to the Future. And we've been tracking this guy for a while. Well, last night it came to an end. James McOwen went 0 for 3. Snapped the 45-game hit streak. It's the 8th longest in minor league history. Great job, James. Great job. Slow breaking ball from Jared Washburn. Starts off Andrew Jones. Strike one. Jones flying out to center, his first time at the bat. Kinsler an RBI double in the third. Brandon's home run answered in the bottom of the third. 1-1 ball game. They're going to keep Jones in the infield. Brandon makes the catch. The Mariner pitcher's done a great job on him.
He was hot coming in, but you're right. They've done a really nice job with him changing speeds. Looks like they're trying to pitch him inside for the most part. And they've jammed him a few times so far in the series.
0 for 9 on the series. Hank Blaylock's been another story.
Well, it was a great sequence of pitches that Jarrett was able to throw to him his first time up.
Got him on a breaking ball and a 1-2 pitch.
Threw him a breaking ball early in the count, threw a fastball in off the plate that he fouled off, and then put him away with another breaking ball.
Look out. Gary Pettis has to duck the first base coach.
Blaylock likes to hit the fastball, just like that last fastball. That's a ball. That pitch is inside, but he is going to take a hack at it. That's just a strike for Jared. You can see the tracer. That ball is inside off the plate. Opens things up in the outer half when he wants to go there. Another fastball.
Broken bat bouncer to Lopez. That's another big out. 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Check out our U.S. Marine Corps leaders of the game. Mariners starters here at Safeco Field since May 20 put up some good numbers. 14-8 with a 2.29 ERA and opposing batting average of just 2.02. Here's Marlon Byrd. Singled and was caught trying to stretch it into a double. Langerhans with a fine play and a nice dig on a 1-hop by Lopez to apply the tag. box and then stumbled coming around first base, and that one step, maybe step and a half, cost him. Popped up. Rob Johnson takes a look, and that's going to get out of play. Mariners 1-6 against these Texas Rangers. Time to turn things around as you look at Washburn's pitch count. Mariners go to Texas at the end of this month. And the third and final trip is the second weekend in September. Texas will be back here one last time to close out the season. Two and one to Bird. Jared Washburn has the 6th best ERA in the American League. The 2-1. Hit to left field, backing up Langerhans. At the track, he's there. He makes the catch. Didn't get all of it, kept him in the yard. 1, 2, 3, 4th. 1-1 game here at Safeco Field. TNT Rapid Rewind. One ball game with Russell Branyan tying it up with a home run in the bottom of the third, entering the Kinsler RBI double in the top half of the third. Here's Griffey. Reached on a throwing error by first baseman Hank Blaylock. Griffey, Gutierrez, and Langerhans here in the fourth. Folding on that one, 1-1.
He has good movement on his fastball tonight. It's going to be tough on the guys. They're going to have to stay on him a little bit longer. Switched up on Junior so far. First 2 pitches away from him. Just trying to jam him up.
Down low, getting fishing again. 1-2. Millwood 3-6 here at Safeco Field. This is his 12th start. Got a 5.18 ERA here at Safeco Field. A 1-2. Griffey fouls it back. The Angels won today. They pick up a half game, and as we sit here now are tied with the Texas Rangers. First place in the AL West. That 2 will get out of play. Griffey scoring from first base yesterday. Said elicited a lot of texts and emails from friends around the country. Having a couple giggles at what happened in the dugout after the fact down low. His teammates had a lot of fun with him, checking his pulse, making sure he got cooled off quickly, make sure he got some water. Pretty funny scene. Good sense of humor. Great sense of humor. It's going to be pitch number 9 from Kevin Millwood. 2-2 to Griffey. Pulls one down to Blaylock. He'll take it himself. Our Quest high-speed pitching matchup tonight. Both guys doing pretty well here. Millwood at 95 and Washburn at 92. One down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Franklin Gutierrez is Millwood. His little house cleaning out there. Gutierrez grounded out to third his first time up. Strike one.
Millwood certainly has read the scouting report on Gutierrez. His first time up, he pitched him away, and that last one was away again.
Up the ladder for ball one. Gutierrez sitting on 10 home runs. He had 8 with Cleveland last year, 13 in 07. Gutierrez last year 134 games. In 07, part-time player in just 100 games. Speed pitch fouled away. 2-2.
4 pitches to Franklin in this at bat. 3 fastballs away. That last pitch, a slider. Take a look at the tracer. Everything away from him.
Be interesting to see where he comes back with this pitch. His numbers the last 3 years. The 2-2 almost hit him. Well, how about Nolan Ryan challenging Kevin Millwood and the rest of the staff? Hey, I need more pitches, more innings, or more innings, get deeper into games. Don't be afraid to throw more pitches.
He has the credentials to make that statement. That's for sure.
He trained and was able to pitch into his mid-40s. Millwood lost about 15 pounds since last year. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Took something off of that one. Young cuts across. And a flip gets Gutierrez for the second out.
Went soft with him. Nice slow breaking ball. Made him roll over on it a couple of times now. Grounding out to third twice. You can see that last pitch away again. 75 miles an hour. Get him out on his front foot.
Here's Ryan Langerhans. He struck out looking his first time up. His contribution so far is throwing out, the biggest contribution is throwing out Bird for the second out, trying to get a double back in the Rangers' second. Rangers on the board in the third. Kinsler with a 1-out RBI double. Then Branyan answered with a 2-out solo home run in the home third. But Millwood in no hurry. Major contrast to Jared Washburn. Up high. Millwood, a Christmas Eve baby. He'll be 35 coming up this December. And he's been with Atlanta. He was a part of that system. With the Philly, Cleveland, and now Texas. As Langerhans draws a free pass. Second walk issued on Washington, a skipper. The Texas Rangers tied first place in the American League West. Here's Rob Johnson. He bounced out to shortstop his first time. Rob Johnson last played on Thursdays, 1 for 3 in that game. Still looking for his first home run of the season, down the line but foul. Rob Johnson's last home run September 26th last year. That was against Oakland. Center fielder Josh Hamilton playing about 6-7 steps towards right center for Rob Johnson. Langerhans back safely. Two outs in the fourth. Oh, 2 to Rob Johnson. If Johnson can keep it going, the new Mariner, Jack Hanahan, will swing the bat. Fresh from Fresno, California. He's playing for the A's AAA ball club against Fresno. Langerhans back. The 0-2, quick pitch him, bouncing ball. Andrus taking himself, and that'll do it for the Mariners here in the fourth. Score still tied at 1-1 on a beautiful evening. Saturday night action here at Safeco Field.
The Tracer is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Back here at Safeco Field. Great evening to watch some baseball. This is the third game of a 4-game set with the Texas Rangers. Dave Sims, Mike Blowers, the FSN crew with you. Top of the fifth. Rick Riz will be joining you, coming over from radio at the bottom of this inning. Bottom third here for the Rangers, Cruz, Saltalamacchia, and Andrus. Breaking ball for called strike to Cruz. Cruz hit a monster home run last night, upper deck off of Sean Kelly, a 2-run shot. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on him again. Ron Washington has this young man going to the All-Star game. 21 home runs, 52 runs batted in. And so maturity and growth, and when things get tough, now he just continues to grind things out. Punches one. That's some strength to center field to get it that far. Gutierrez is right there. Ron Washington, Mike, you were with Wash back in your days with the A's. One of the real good guys, one of the many good guys in the game of baseball.
He's that, and he's a really good baseball man. He's been around for a long time. Really good infield instructor. Was a third base coach in Oakland when I was there. Just really does a nice job with all the young players, especially. You know, when I was there, it was Tejada and Chavez. A lot of young players. Did a nice job with all of them.
Slicing drive. One hop off the fence. This is Saltalamacchia for 2, and he's in. A 6'5" Ranger catcher bangs one off the fence out in right field.
And gets a fastball out over the plate. See, it's up. Ichiro wasn't playing very deep. Hits right off the warning track.
Ichiro does a good job to track it down. 11th double of the season for Saltalamacchia. Here's Elvis Andrus. He drew a walk and then scored on the RBI double by Kinsler back in the 3rd. Going good rookie campaign for Andrus. Meanwhile, Washburn continues to throw some really good baseball for the Mariners. There's a strike. After the All-Star break, Garrett Olson will be the first out of the box in the Mariner rotation, depending on how many innings Felix throws in the All-Star game. Felix will be either number 2 or number 3. Washburn and then Bedard. That first series after the All-Star break, that's going to be in Cleveland for 4. Day off in Detroit, 3 in Detroit, and then come home for Cleveland and Toronto. Two and 1 to Andrus. Washburn in danger of walking Andrus for the 2nd time tonight. He knew if he does put him on him, putting on one of the fastest runners in the American League. On deck, Ian Kinsler. So he's walked Andrus for the 2nd time in a row. 2nd walk, 1st and 2nd, 1 out in the 5th. Take a look at that Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. There you have it. Been an interesting June and July, to say the least. All-Star break begins on Sunday afternoon, and the Mariners will pick it up again in Cleveland, facing the Tribe. 1 out. Now you're getting into some danger zone action here with 2 on Kinsler at the dish.
Figured Jerry would probably switch things up, see 71 miles an hour on that last pitch. Kinsler's been on every fastball that Jared has thrown up there so far. You have to switch things up a little bit. He can throw him the fastball. He probably going to have to throw it in off the plate. See from that view, Kinsler's right on top of it. Take a look at that. Hands right on the inside corner.
Off the end of the bat. Stays with it. Gets the 1 out.
Good off-speed pitch. Nice adjustment by Washburn.
Runners move up. 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs for Michael Young.
And I think this is worth a conversation. You have Michael Young, perennial all-star now, hitting .313, right-handed hitter. You have Hamilton, no bargain coming out on deck, but he is hitting left-handed. Jared's been terrific against left-handed hitters this year. I think you pitch to Young carefully and see if you can get him to chase something out of the strike zone.
He's grounded out to third and flied out to center. Young 2 for 5 last night, the big blow. Third inning, a 3-run homer. Went 1 for 4 in the first game of this series. Strike one. Stopped by Rob Johnson, a ball and a strike. Michael Young headed to a 6th all-star game. Never been to St. Louis. He said the other day, looking forward to it. He knows that's a great baseball town. He'll have Albert Pujols and company on hand. Here's the 1-1. Big whiff. 1-2. So Washburn a strike away from getting out of this.
And he's really made a nice adjustment this inning, switching things up. He's been in trouble in this inning, going to the off-speed pitches. A lot of fastballs early in the game. Having to face these guys for the 3rd time around, going a lot softer with them.
The 1-2 to Young. Came inside off his fist. Lopez fields, throws him out. That'll do it. 4.5 complete, a 1-1 ball game. Rick Riz will take you the other way. I'll catch you on the radio.
FSN is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino, Seattle's premier entertainment and dining destination.
And welcome back to Safeco Field. Mariners and the Rangers, a 1-1 tie. It is singles night here at Safeco. Hi again, everybody. Rick Riz along with Mike Blowers. It was a double that scored a run for Texas. Ian Kinsler and a long home run by Russell Branyan. But Mike, both starters doing what we expected tonight.
Yeah, I think so. I think that Jared has made a nice adjustment early on, throwing a lot of fastballs. That last inning was a little bit of trouble, goes a lot softer. Ended up jamming Young because of all the off-speed pitches. Really a nice job of pitching.
New third baseman Jack Hanahan leading things off. He's 0 for 1 in the Mariners uniform. Has flied out to Nelson Cruz in right field. Bouncy ball foul along the first base line. And the count is 0-2 on Hanahan. Hanahan coming over today from the Oakland Athletics, where he was hitting .193 with a home run and 8 runs batted in. He was down at AAA Sacramento at the time of the trade, so he's back in the big leagues with a new ball club. Fouled away behind home plate, and the count is still 0-2 on Hanahan. And Mike, you know how that
feeling is. You go from one organization to another. You were traded away by the Montreal Expos. I think you were in the minor leagues at the time and went to the big city.
Right.
New York.
And I was traded from New York to Seattle and from Seattle to L.A. I think the biggest thing is just walking in the clubhouse for the first time, especially when you're at this point in the season. It's usually a pretty tight-knit group, and you're the new guy coming in. It takes a couple of days, to get to know guys and figure things out. Once you get a little more comfortable, though, then it's, just like anywhere else that you've played. It's baseball.
Walk in, make the introductions. How you doing? And sit down, talk with the manager, the coaching staff, see how you're going to be used. Bucky Dent was going to give you the day off, but didn't quite work out that way.
Oh, I had the day off until the 8th inning when I had to pinch hit. Yeah.
Up and in, ball 3. Full count on Hanahan.
Fortunately for Hanahan, he comes to a club where the manager is, I think, a really good communicator with the players, and that makes a big difference. I think you'll be straight with him and let him know, and he'll have a real good idea of what he expects of him and when he's going to play and what he wants him to do when he gets in the lineup.
A swing and a miss for strike 3. 1 out for the Mariners here in the bottom of the 5th. And the transition should be a little bit easier for Hanahan because Don was the bench coach in Oakland last year, and also Ty Van Berkeley was also there in Oakland.
Right. There's some. He's definitely familiar, which helps. You would think it would help. Probably a big reason why he's here right now, because those two guys that are familiar with him and know what he's capable of doing. So that certainly helps.
Hanahan seeing 13 pitches in his 2 at-bats, and that's something that Don Wakamatsu and hitting coach Alan Cockrell has really stressed to the players throughout the year. Make that pitcher work. Here is shortstop Ronnie Cedeno, and he takes a strike 0-1. Ronnie 0 for 1 is grounded out to Andrews at shortstop. Mariners 1, Rangers 1. Little slider misses down and away for ball 1, 1-1. Kevin Millwood, 34 years of age, having a fine first half, Mike, a 3.34 ERA, and doing something with club president Nolan Ryan with the Rangers, new pitching coach Mike Maddox, wanting all their starters to do, and we talked about it last night and the night before, get deeper into games and utilize those 100 pitches to get into the 7th inning or the 8th.
Yeah, and I don't see why pitchers don't do that. I don't know why the magic number is 100 pitches. I like the comment that the guy is rolling along. Somebody like Millwood, who's a veteran guy, been around. You can tell he's a big, strong guy. He can certainly handle the workload.
Through the gap, it's short into left field. A base hit for Ronnie Cedeno with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and the Mariners have the go-ahead run aboard. Through the hole at short between Young and Andrews.
Look at the swing by Cedeno. Showing a little bit of sock today, trying to switch things up and get some ahead. How about that? Change the karma up a little bit, Rick.
Sometimes that's all it takes, Mike.
That's it. He has a hit. I bet they're up again tomorrow.
You better believe it.
That's right.
1 on, 1 away for Ichiro. Looking for his first hit tonight. Ichiro Sox are always up high, so he's hitting .362. That works for Ichiro every day. A lot of room on the right side of the infield. And a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. So if Ichiro turns on one, look at that room between Kinsler and Blaylock on the right side. Did you ever try to hit left-handed? What an advantage hitting left-handed.
I did for a little bit. I think I was 14, 15 years old. I wish I would have started when I was 10. I think I was 14 or 15 years old. I stayed with it for a little bit.
I was talking with Omar Vizquel when we were in Texas. He started when he went to spring training when he came up in 1989 with the Mariners. He said I hit .220 that year, but I was just learning how to switch hit. Check swing fouled away on the third base side.
There's been a few guys that have tried to do that late. Usually they're guys that run well. You know, try to get the advantage of getting over to the left side.
Ichiro has bounced back to Millwood. He's also popped up to Andrews, the shortstop. One on, one away. Up and in as Ichiro backs away. Ball 1, 1-2. Kevin Millwood from Gastonia, North Carolina, 11th round draft pick by the Atlanta Braves in June of 1993. 6 years with the Braves, 2 with the Phillies, 1 with Cleveland. He led the American League in ERA that year. 4th year with the Rangers. Way up high, ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. But Blow, he's always been the kind of guy that hangs around for a long time, gives you a lot of innings, tries to keep you in a ball game.
I've always liked him. I think the tendency for him at times, though, is his pitch count will get up on him early in the ball game. Makes it difficult. But the one thing that I've also liked about him is he'll grind it out. He'll stay out there, and he's definitely a horse. There's no question about it. And he's a guy that we've seen go out and throw 120 pitches.
Speaking of that, Mike, I think he's averaging more pitches than any starter in the American League. 109 pitches per start. And second highest in the majors. Fouled away on the third base side by Ichiro. Still 2-2. Folks, hope you get a chance to watch the Midsummer Classic coming up on Tuesday night, July the 14th from Busch Stadium in St. Louis.
What do you want to see in that game?
I want to see the American League win and Felix Hernandez get a victory. And Ichiro hit an inside the park home run like he did a few years back. Ground ball foul up the first base side, and the count is still even on Ichiro. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Did something right there that he rarely does, and that's he broke his bat. It's very unusual for Ichiro.
Millwood's just pounding him inside. You know what I want to see?
What do you want to see?
I want to see Albert Pujols.
He's amazing. 85 runs batted in.
You know, it's one of those things where, because we're doing these games all the time, and then we're so involved in the American League, and never get a chance to watch the guy hit.
Runner goes, swing and a miss, strike 3, throw it on his second. Cedeno safe with a steal. Ichiro went down swinging for the second out of the inning. Here comes manager Ron Washington out of the Ranger dugout. The throw by Saltalamacchia down to second to the rookie shortstop Elvis Andrus, but a stolen base for Ronnie Cedeno, his third.
I think the rookie shortstop missed the tag. I don't think he ever put the tag on Cedeno.
Here's a look at our Coors Light freeze cam.
Take a look at it. Gets out of there in pretty good shape. He has a strong arm. Look at that. I mean, he just
swing and a miss.
Yeah. I'm telling you, catchers, they would love for you to straddle the bag as opposed to being out in front of it. Then you can let the ball travel a little bit further and drop a tag down real quick, as opposed to having to reach back there, because guys are always going to go for the back corner of the base if you're out in front.
So go for the bag.
Yeah, just put the bag right there. So it's a quick tag.
Andrus went out reaching for it, and Ronnie was able to get underneath the tag.
One of the things that, you know, there's different ways to do it, and I used to hear people all the time, you know, catch the ball and do a nice sweep tag. I disagree with that. I think if you let the ball travel and you catch it on the base, it's just straight down and back out. It's the quickest way to go.
Yeah.
And you'll steal more calls with that. You'll steal them.
Because every umpire says the ball beats you.
That's right.
But if you bring that glove straight down to the bag, the runner's got to slide in.
You talk to most catchers, they would prefer that you do it that way.
Right.
Have the bag right between your legs and just weigh straight down as opposed to being out in front of it.
Russell Branyan broke it, bad line drive on a hop, make it to Kinsler. And shallow right field, he makes the play, and that will end the inning. The barrel of the bat went as far as the baseball. Kinsler was able to pick out the ball instead of the bat. Side retired after 5. Still a 1-1 tie.
Today looks like he's turning 13. So I figure we'd take care of him tonight.
Very nice.
Brought his buddies out to the ballpark. I like the sign.
A lot of work. Here comes Lindsay.
With a lot of fries.
She's loaded with the fries. Swing and a miss by Josh Hamilton. And the count is 0-1 on the All-Star center fielder. Where's Alex? Happy birthday, kid. Up and away for ball one. 1 ball. And 1 strike on Hamilton. Voted to the All-Star team by the fans. Nice sign.
I like the rabbit ears over the other 2 guys.
There you go. Powering fly ball right center field and deep going back Franklin Gutierrez. And he's there to make the catch at the edge of the 1-8 track, 1 away. This kid's from Lakewood, Washington. Hamilton flies out. Here's designated hitter Andrew Jones. Mike, some guys just get a whole bunch of altitude on the fly balls and the home runs they hit. Guys like Hamilton, guys like Russell Branyan.
You mean the really big, strong guys?
Yeah, those guys. This guy, too. Andrew Jones pops it up behind home plate. Robbie Johnson off of the mask, and this one is into the seats. And it's 0-1 on Jones. It's 0 for 2.
These guys behind home plate need to grab a glove. That's the 3rd one I've seen go back there, and they haven't caught one yet.
Come on.
Bunch of errors.
Let's go back there. Heads up. Jones last year with the Dodgers hit only 158. Long season. Swinging a foul back 0-2. Getting a fresh start with the Rangers. Some question whether or not Mikey was going to make the ball club at spring training in March down in Arizona. There was a date where both he and the Rangers had to decide whether they were going to go forward with the opportunity, but he wanted to stay. Down and in on Jones for ball 1, 1 ball and 2 strikes, and I think the Rangers are happy that things worked out.
Well, 14 home runs. His average is down at 237, but he has 14 home runs so far.
Still 1-2.
You know, one of the things, and I was guilty of it too, looking at Andrew last year with his struggles. I start thinking, well, he's older, you know, maybe it's coming to an end, but he's really not. It's just because he showed up at the big leagues at such a young age. I think he was 19 when he was able to get to the big leagues with Atlanta. But he's not. He shouldn't have a lot of baseball left in him.
And the Rangers feel that way. I mean, he spent a lot of time. He had some big years with the Atlanta Braves and always one of the best defensive center fielders in the game. Swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch from Washburn, and that was a beauty. Strike 3. Second strikeout. Make it the 3rd strikeout for Jared Washburn, and 2 outs for the Rangers here in the 6th. Say, private suites here at Safeco Field are now more accessible than ever. Whether you need a suite for just one game or for several, we can customize the package to fit your needs. A new catering menu as well as long list of amenities make the private suite experience at Safeco Field one of the best in sports. For more details, call 206-346-4001 or visit mariners.com. Hank Blaylock fouls one away, and the count 0-2. Blaylock a home run last night. Rangers winning 6-4 last night, and all 6 runs via the long ball, and no surprise there. That's what they do better than anybody in baseball, Mike. Blaylock, Young, and Cruz. Nelson Cruz hit one out. Ball 1, 1-2.
I think maybe the Yankees jumped out in front of them today. The Yankees hit 5 home runs.
Wow.
Even though they ended up losing the game to the Angels, they hit 5 home runs.
Angels winning 14-8 down in Anaheim against the Yankees. 5 outs on the ground, 8 in the air. 3 strikeouts. Bouncing ball towards short. Ronnie Cedeno gloves it, throws it, got him. Blaylock gone 6-3. So are the Rangers here in the top of the 6th after 5.5. 1-1 tie. By Sterling Savings Bank, now more than ever. And by Les Schwab, celebrating over 50 years of pride in performance. Rick Riz, Mike Blowers, our associate director up here in the booth, the one and only Robbie Nielsen. Bottom of the 6th inning. Nice crowd tonight here on singles night at Safeco Field. Bottom of the 6th. Mariners, Rangers tied at 1-1. Second baseman Jose Lopez to lead things off, followed by Ken Griffey Jr. and then center fielder Franklin Gutierrez. Lopez is walked, flied out to center, bounces one foul in front of the Rangers third base dugout. 0-1. Big game for the Mariners when you're trying to gain some ground on that team on top in your division. The Rangers started play tonight with a half-game lead over the Angels, but they've already won tonight at home against the Yankees. Line drive, center field. Lopez rips one right back through the box, and the Mariners have the tying run aboard, and that'll bring up Junior. Before the ball game, we had a nice pregame ceremony as we celebrate 10 years here at Safeco Field. The anniversary is July the 15th, 1999, but we're going to be on the road heading to Cleveland. But folks from the Mariners ownership group were on the field, along with folks from the Public Facilities District. And we had a very special first pitch before the game. Ken Griffey Jr. takes inside for ball one. Former CEO John Ellis threw out the ceremonial first pitch, and Junior was out there to catch it, and all those folks were so instrumental in making this happen, besides Blow, you guys at the 1995 ball club, but the ownership group, the PFD. What a collaboration to make this happen. The best ballpark in baseball.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Yep.
And the fans who showed up toward the end of that 95 season. Griffey with a swing and a miss, and the count is even 1-1. You know, you were so much a part of that, Mike. How much do you still think about that and what you guys did in that final 2 months of this season?
Well, I think about it a lot. It was the best time I ever had playing the game, without question.
Yeah.
You know, first of all, it was a great group of guys to go to work with every day.
Yeah.
It just was fun, and you know, we had a lineup that made it fun. Scoring runs wasn't a big problem for us.
Right.
That guy right there, Ken Griffey Jr., was in the prime of his career, and coming back off the DL, he was tremendous for us. But it was just a lot of fun.
Line drive, right field line, pulled, foul. Junior turns on it. Fan gets to it.
I think for myself, I was really interested in what was going on with the ballpark and knowing how important that was. And I think for me, just because I'm local and you know, I knew this was
the future of the franchise.
Yeah, and future of my family. I wanted my kids to be able to come to the games and do that, so it was really important to me. And I don't think things could have worked out any better than they have.
Not at all. That vote was on, I think it was September the 17th, when the Mariners were playing the Texas Rangers. And that was a night where I think Doug Strange hit a home run off of Jeff Russell, the night
pinch hit
of the vote, you know, for a 0.1% sales tax. And then came along the 2001 season, 116 wins.
Tremendous club.
Oh my.
It was, you know, unfortunate that they had to play the Yankees that year. I think that was destiny for New York, but wow, what a season those guys had. 116 wins, and you know, it was really my first year coming back, doing some things on radio and being around the ballpark again since I stopped playing in '99, and that was a lot of fun.
Up and in, ball three, full count, 3-2. On deck is Franklin Gutierrez, hottest hitter in the ball club. Junior checking in with third base coach Bruce Hines. One on, nobody out. Lopez at first base, 1-1 tie. Fouled away, and it's still 3-2. Junior 10 home runs on the year, 621 in his major league career, 5th all time. Line foul again down the right field side, and the Mariner ball girl made a heck of a play. Nice catch. Right now, that's a play of the day. Still 3-2 on Junior. Junior has seen a lot of pitches in all three of his at-bats.
This is a great battle right here. Millwood switching things up. He thrown him a fastball away. Junior fouled it straight back. He's tried to come inside a couple of times. He's pulled those balls foul down the line.
Breaking ball is popped up and out of play on the third base side, and it's still 3-2, and this is an 8-pitch at bat. He looked at 5 pitches in the first inning, 7 in the fourth. And now pitch number 9 is coming up from Kevin Millwood here in the bottom of the 6th inning. That only helps out the guy on deck, Mike.
Well, not only that, but Millwood's now at 102 pitches, and Junior's seen, what, a fifth of those pitches so far himself. He's really made him work tonight.
One on, nobody out, bottom of the 6th inning, all even at 1-1. And again, the 3-2 to Griffey, and his Steve Reich 3 call. So Kevin Millwood with a strikeout, 1 out for the Mariners, bottom of the 6th. Strikeout number 5 for Kevin Millwood. Let's take a look at our Firestone leaderboard. Franklin Gutierrez working on a 13-game hitting streak. Kendry Morales with a current 15-game hitting streak with the Angels. And Franklin Gutierrez at 13. Miguel Cabrera 11. Luke Scott with Baltimore also an 11-game hitting streak. Bounce foul on the third base side. 0-1. Gutierrez had bounced out twice. The third baseman Michael Young.
For the most part, he's pitched him away tonight. Gutierrez has been turning on the ball quite a bit over those 13 games, Rick, and Millwood's pitched him away quite a bit, throwing 2-seamers off the plate, trying to run it back on the corner, and a lot of slow breaking balls. A couple of ground balls to third. Last one was on a slow breaking ball.
Ground ball to short. Andrews has it. Underhands to second. Kinsler relay to first. Double play. Side retired. 6-4-3. Double play. And after 6 innings of play, Mariners won. The Rangers won. To by Taco Del Mar, home of the $4.99 Mondo Burrito. And by Whitmer, Ordinary Brothers, Extraordinary Beer. What a night out for baseball. We go to the top half of the 7th inning. Mariners and the Rangers are tied at 1-1. They need rally fries, Mike. Stat. It's singles night at Safeco Field. Marlon Byrd leads it off, and he takes a pitch outside. Ball 1. Byrd hit a rope over the bag at third down the left field line, was thrown out at second, trying to stretch the single into a double in that inning on a fine play and a great throw by Ryan Langerhans. One hopper to shortstop Ronnie Cedeno. High throw, pulling it down. Branyan trying to get the tag on the back of Bird, missed him. That'll be a throwing error by Ronnie Cedeno. He had time to set up, but Russell Branyan had to go high in the air, and the Rangers had Bird on at first base.
Well, he did set up. He did a nice job moving his feet towards first, and that one just got away from him. Just a high throw. Branyan trying to put the tag on him. Doesn't look like he was able to.
So 1 on for the Rangers. Nobody out. Top of the 7th. Here's right fielder Nelson Cruz. Changeup, strike, 0-1. In that gem of a one-hitter in his last start in Monday against Baltimore, Jared threw only one changeup.
Mostly fastballs. The majority of the pitches were fastballs that night.
With 11 ground ball outs, 10 on the left side of the infield. He had 1 ground ball back to him. Doesn't get too much better than that, except for the young pitcher with the Giants last night, Jonathan Sanchez, who threw a no-hitter for San Francisco against the San Diego Padres. Ground ball down the third base line, going to be a foul ball, scooped up by Hanahan. A new Mariner third baseman acquired today by GM Jack Sarancic from the Oakland A's. Sean White, a right-hander, warming up down in the bullpen. 1-2 on Cruz. What a thrill for that kid last night, Jonathan Sanchez. First no-hitter by a Giants pitcher since John Montefusco in September of 1976, 33 years ago.
Was he 1 over the minimum last night?
Yes.
Just an error, right? It was
just
one
error. That was it. Otherwise, he would have had a perfect game. Washburn came close. Runner goes, swinging a broken bat, fly ball into shallow center. It's going to drop in. A base hit. Throw to second base. They're going to force Bird. How about that? Bird misread it. He was going back to first after going down to second, and the throw by Gutierrez was in time to force Bird. We'll get a chance to look at it again. Out of the dugout comes manager Ron Washington of the Rangers. So Cruz won't get credit for a base hit. It's going to be a fielder's choice.
It looked like it was a knuckleball hit out to center field. That actually fooled Bird more than it did Gutierrez. Take a look at it. The bat just explodes. You can see the barrel of it. Bird runs down to second base. Gutierrez looks like he's going to make the catch.
So Bird started back toward first.
He started back towards first.
And look at Bird trying to crawl back to the bag, but Lopez was able to take that throw. That is going to be an 8-4 fielder's choice for Cruz. Bird is out at second, and the Mariners get a break.
Yeah.
1 on 1 away. Saltalamacchia takes an off-speed pitch outside, ball 1. I haven't seen that one in a long time, Mike, where he was down there and then was going back to first base. Saltalamacchia with a double. His last time up in the 5th inning. He's popped up to Lopez at second. Ball 2, 2-0. Jared's been using that two-seam fastball and a good sinker, looking for a ground ball out to try to turn 2. Popped up and out of play off to our right. 2-1 the count. Talking with catcher Rob Johnson before the ball game, he said that has been the big difference for Jared Washburn this year, that two-seam fastball.
Jared will tell you the same thing. I've had a number of conversations with him about it, and he said it's changed everything for him, having the ability to pitch to the other side of the plate to the right-handers.
Over to first base.
Mechanically, he changed some things to be able to throw that pitch. Rick Adair found something with him in spring training to get him to do it, and it was more on his posture. It felt like he was too upright, and when he would take a step back to throw to home, he would rock back, and it would constantly get the ball up in the zone. He couldn't get anything down.
Line drive to Lopez, up in the air, pulls it down. What a catch. Saltalamacchia hit a frozen rope. Jose Lopez making the catch. 2 outs. Here's a look at that replay. Bird trying to get back to the bag on that fly ball to center by Cruz. He gets down to second, but then turns around.
He just assumed Gutierrez was going to catch it.
He left the bag and he couldn't get back in time. So 1 on 2 outs, and here's Elvis Andrus. Hop up. Right field side shallow. This one is going to find the seats behind the rolled up tarp, and it's 0-1. Jared Washburn again. Mike pitching into the 7th inning. Time and time again. He's at 91 pitches for the game.
He's in great shape with his pitch count.
Move to first base to get Cruz back to the bag. Andrus has walked twice and scored the 1 run for Texas back in the 3rd on the 1-out double by Ian Kinsler deep to left center field. That has been it. Aaron is a run on 3 hits. Rangers 1 run on 4. Brandon a home run. Cruz back again. Nelson Cruz going to the All-Star game this year, replacing Torrey Hunter, who was placed on the 15-day disabled list. So Cruz going to the All-Star game along with Michael Young and Josh Hamilton. 3 representatives from the Rangers. Low and outside for ball 1. 1-1 on Andrus. This young man from Venezuela, a chance to learn from one of the great shortstops in baseball, Omar Vizquel. One hopper to short. Ronnie Cedeno, a little pop over to Lopez at second for the force on Cruz. Nice play by Cedeno. And we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. 7th inning stretch time tie. Mariners 1, the Rangers 1.
The entertainment capital of the Northwest. The Tracer system uses 3 cameras to track every pitch. With this tracking information, we can show you where the ball crosses the front plane of the plate. Our system is accurate to within 1 inch. We then take this data and convert it to our EQC Tracer graphic.
All right, thank you, Brad. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Mariners and the Rangers in a 1-1 tie. Left fielder Ryan Langerhans will lead it off. Both starters have gone all the way, and that's what we kind of expected at this point of the ball game. Line drive over the head of shortstop Elvis Andrus into left field. So Langerhans with a leadoff single here in the bottom of the 7th.
Millwood pitches him away. Two-seamer running away from him. Does a nice job staying with it. Try to do too much in a solid line drive over Andrus, the shortstop.
One aboard, nobody out for catcher Rob Johnson. Look for Robbie to put down the sacrifice. Close to third base, Michael Young, and veteran left-hander Eddie Guardado warming up, the former Mariner closer. Eddie's still around after all these years. Johnson is 0 for 2, looking to get Langerhans to second and not bunting on the first pitch, and he takes a strike 0-1. Don Wakamatsu going through the signs for Bruce Hines. Now turns the bunt, makes the attempt, and fouls it away behind home plate, and the count is 0-2 on Johnson. A lot of the guys came out for bunting practice a few days ago. Throughout the year, Don and the coaching staff getting the guys out to work on fundamentals throughout the season.
He's asked them to bunt a lot this year during the games.
Langerhans at first. Check swing, a pitch in the dirt. Did he go? He did not. The appeal to Larry Vanover, the umpire at first base. 1-2. Mariners won a couple of nights ago 3-1 on the big home run by Gutierrez. Lost last night by a couple 6-4. And Mike, this club has been in just about every ball game this year. Well hit deep left center field by Johnson. This one is gone. Goodbye baseball. Out to the Mariner bullpen. Robbie Johnson. His first home run of the season. A 2-run blast, and the Mariners lead Texas 3-1. His second home run in the major leagues. Number 1 this year. How about that? That ball was a missile.
Take a look at it. 1-2 pitch right in the middle of the plate. Looked like a hanging slider right there. Hit that ball a long ways. It went right off the top of the shed out there where the guy sitting in the bullpen. Knocked the helmet down in the pen.
One of the Gladiator helmets. Hanahan with a swing and a pop up on a play in the third base side. 0-1. Look at the flight of the ball. And doink, it hits one of the helmets and it knocks it off the roof of the bullpen. The reaction of the relievers down there. Put a dent in the helmet. Up and in on Hanahan. Ball 1. Now they're replacing the helmet. And that is symbolic of those Warriors down in the bullpen. David Ardsma and the rest of the guys. Mark Lowe, Roy Corcoran. What a shot by Rob Johnson. A 3-1 Mariner lead on his first home run of the year with Langerhans aboard.
Jared Washburn thinking it was a good time for him to hit his first.
Yes. They've got the 3 helmets out there. Well hit left center field. This one is going to drop in for extra bases. Hanahan to second. He's got his first hit in a Mariner uniform, just coming over from the Oakland A's today. Jack Hanahan with a double into the gap in left center field, and still nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning, Mike.
Well, Millwood now up to 115 pitches in the game. Ron Washington trying to give him an opportunity to go out and win the ball game, but looks like he's going to go get him now.
A 3-1 Mariner lead. Manager Ron Washington out to the mound. He's got the bullpen busy, and Eddie Guardado is going to take over in relief. 3-1 Mariners lead. Nobody out. Bottom of the 7th. We'll be back after this timeout. By Robbie Johnson, bottom of the 7th inning. Say it each Tuesday home game. Members of the U.S. military can purchase tickets for the View Reserve section for as low as $10. Plus, they receive 20% off regular price merchandise at all Mariners team stores that day with a valid military ID. The next military discount night is set for the Mariners Blue Jays game coming up on July the 28th. For tickets, visit mariners.com. That's it for the veteran Kevin Millwood. And out in relief, the veteran left-hander Eddie Guardado. 3-1 Mariners on top. Eddie Guardado, appearance number 32, 1-1 record with a 4.38 ERA. He'll face shortstop Ronnie Cedeno. Jack Hanahan on at second base with a double. Cedeno turns to sacrifice, fouls it away, 0-1. Robbie Johnson tried to sacrifice, couldn't. Then with 2 strikes, swinging away, line drive, home run to left center field. With Langerhans aboard, and the Mariners have a 2-run lead, 3-1.
It looked like Cedeno tried to bunt that ball to the first baseman, Rick. Blaylock, a former third baseman, pretty decent fielder for a first baseman. He needs to get it over to the third base side.
First base side, barehanded by Eddie. The throw back to first, and it's in time to get Cedeno. So the sacrifice goes 1-4. Kinsler covering, and he gets Hanahan to third base. 1 on and 1 away. The Mariners looking for another one against the Rangers here in the 7th inning. You can't score enough against this ball club. Here's Ichiro to face Eddie. Guardado has given up 115 home runs, but he's been around a long time. Infield close for the Rangers with Hanahan at third and 1 away. Ichiro takes outside, ball 1. Ichiro has bounced back to the pitcher, popped to short, struck out. Strike on the outside corner. 1-1. Starter Kevin Millwood going 6+ innings tonight. Right-handed warming up down to the bullpen for the Rangers. Back up the middle, RBI single for Ichiro because here comes Hanahan on to score. And it's 4-1 Mariners. Ichiro drives it right past Eddie Guardado into center field. So 3 runs are in for the Mariners here in the bottom of the 7th to break up a 1-1 tie, and it's 4-1 Mariners. Nice first day on the job for Jack Hanahan.
Really nice first day. This pitch right in the middle of the plate. He won't miss too many of those. Hits it right back at Guardado up the middle. Hanahan can walk home.
Ichiro now with a 10-game hitting streak. So welcome to Seattle. Jack Hanahan with a double and a run scored tonight. Here's Russell the Muscle Branyan, hit one way out to right field, right below the Hit It Here Cafe in the bottom of the 3rd. His 22nd home run of the season. 1 for 3. Over to first base to get Ichiro back to the bat. Russell, with every home run, continues to add on to his career high. He had 20 home runs with the Cleveland Indians back in 2001. Strike on the outside corner. 1-1 on Russell. Mark Lowe warming up down in the bullpen. And another move to first base. Ichiro's back one more time. So it looks like the Rangers will take a look at Lowe when we go to the top of the 8th inning. Another fine performance tonight by Jared Washburn, and another move to first base to get Ichiro back. A single, a home run, a double, sacrifice bunt, and an RBI single. The Mariners have 3 in the bank here in the 7th. There goes Ichiro. Pitch for a strike, thrown on a second, and it's going to be in time to get Ichiro. Thrown out by Saltalamacchia with a nice pick, though, at second by the shortstop, Elvis Andrews. So Ichiro thrown out. Second out of the inning. Here comes manager Don Wakamatsu out of the dugout. They have a talk with the second base umpire, Sam Holbrook.
And Don's going to say because he had to pick it with his glove coming up to make the catch, Ichiro was able to get underneath the tag.
Got him.
Yep, I think so.
Got him on the calf. Nice pick by Andrews because he was able to keep that glove low enough when he got it on the one hop. So 2 outs and nobody on. 4-1 Mariners lead. And the count is 1-2 on Russell Brandon. I don't like the fact, though, Mike, that the Mariners keeping the pressure on the Rangers. Outside on Brandon, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
The nice thing for the Mariners is the pressure is usually on when this man steps in the batter's box.
Yeah, automatically.
22 home runs.
Old foul up the first base side. Nice stop by Coach Lee Tinsley. Still 2-2 on Russell. Brandon with that open stance that he came up with last year when he was at AAA Nashville in the Brewers organization. Down and away with a breaking ball. Ball 3. Full count 3-2. He was called up last year by Milwaukee. Did some damage when he first came up. The guy who was the assistant GM is now the new GM of the Mariners, Jack Zarensic. Jack was there in Milwaukee for 11 years. Outside, ball 4. So Brandon walks, and the Mariners have a runner back at first base. 1 on, 2 outs, 3 in. 4-1 Mariners lead. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Jose Lopez lined a base hit to center field in the 6th inning. Fouls it away, 0-1.
And a good pitch to hit right there. Fastball up out over the plate.
Mark Lowe waiting down in the bullpen. Ball 1-1. Fouled away to the right side of home plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Eddie Guardado replacing Kevin Millwood here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Ryan Langerhand's got things going with a line drive base at the left field just beyond the reach of shortstop Elvis Andrews. And then Robbie Johnson hit that line drive 2-run home run out to the Mariner bullpen. And left center field, his first home run of the year. He was trying to sacrifice early in the at bat. Things didn't work out. Swung away and hit his first home run. Popped up and out of play off to our right. Still 1-2 on, we'll make it 2-2 on Lopez. So the Mariners with 2 home runs tonight. Don Wakamatsu looking on. He spent some time with the Rangers organization. On a hop, taken at third by Michael Young. He'll go to second for the force on Branyan. What a play by the all-star third baseman Michael Young. That'll end the inning. But the Mariners get 3 on the big hit by Rob Johnson. After 7, Mariners 4 and the Rangers 1. Slade Gordon here at Safeco Field tonight. Very instrumental in the Mariners getting a ball club back in 1977. At the time, he was Attorney General for the state of Washington after the Pilots left town. And he's been involved and intertwined with the history of the Mariners down through the years. Welcome to Safeco Field. We go to the top half of the 8th inning. Mariners with a 4-1 lead. And right-hander Mark Lowe takes over in relief from Jared Washburn. Another fine performance by Jared. Ian Kinsler leading off the 8th inning. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI double. Strike called, 0-1.
Garrett Olson is up in the pen now, getting him ready probably for Hamilton or Blaylock or both of them. They'll hit 3rd and 5th in this inning.
Back up the middle, off to his left, Ronnie Cedeno. The front of first, and he got him. Nice play by Cedeno, and Kinsler is retired 6-3. Nice job tonight by Jared Washburn, Mike.
He was terrific again. A pretty good hitting lineup that he had to face tonight, and he had everything working. He's been really good against left-handers this year. Nice breaking ball to them. And then the right-handers really changing things up. Early in the game, throwing a lot more fastballs. Went softer later in the game. As you look at the numbers, terrific again for Jared. Just 4 hits over the 7 innings and 1 earned run.
With some kind of pitching to hold the Rangers to just the 1 run over 7 innings. Here is third baseman Michael Young. 0-1 the count on Young. So Lowe coming out of the bullpen to throw strikes. 38 appearances, 1-4 record with a 3.40 ERA. 18 walks, 30 strikeouts, and almost 40 innings.
One of the best fastballs in this league.
It's amazing the velocity this year where it is. I mean, 3 years ago he had that microfracture surgery in his right elbow to basically replace the cartilage in his elbow. Here he is throwing 97, 98 miles an hour. Fouled away behind the plate.
And there you go, Rick. 98 miles an hour.
Whole lot of giddy up. Young 0 for 3. Good power the other way. That's how they play him. Center fielder Gutierrez toward right center. Outside, ball 2. Check swing, 2-2. Left-hander Garrett Olson down in the bullpen. He's done a nice job coming out to get left-handed bats, Mike, since going back to the pen.
He's done a nice job with everything they've asked him to do. It's difficult to bounce back and forth from the rotation to the bullpen, but he's handled it well.
Down the right field side, but out of play, and it's still 2-2 on Young. Olson came in last night. He got the left-handed bat of Josh Hamilton. The game that really stands out was Wednesday night against Baltimore. Bases loaded, nobody out. Struck out Markakis, and he got Wigginton to hit into a 6-4-3 double play, and the Orioles didn't score. 2-2 to Young. Ground ball right at Jose Lopez at second base. 2 outs for Texas here in the top half of the 8th inning. Well, tomorrow on an all-new episode of Mariners All Access, we'll go one-on-one with first-time All-Star Felix Hernandez to get his thoughts on Tuesday's Midsummer Classic in St. Louis. Plus, learn the art of base stealing in our Tricks of the Trade segment with first base coach Lee Tinsley. That and much more in Mariners All Access tomorrow at noon on FSN. What a thrill for Felix. Josh Hamilton with a swing and a foul tip off the glove of the catcher Rob Johnson. 0-1. Final game of the 4-game series coming your way tomorrow. Game time 1:10. Eric Bedard against Dustin Nippert. Hope to see you right here at Safeco Field and the 3-day All-Star break. Fouled away. Around the third base side, and the count 0-2. Hamilton 1 for 3 with a single. Check swing, and it's low and inside for ball one. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hamilton spending a lot of time in the disabled list, had surgery on his side to repair a torn muscle, crashed into the outfield wall. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Mark Lowe strikes him out. That'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Nicely done by Mark Lowe. After 7.5, Mariners leading the Rangers 4-1.
Queen Casino, where there's a world of dining opportunities from gourmet Asian cuisine to the legendary seafood buffet.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Mariners leading the Rangers by a score of 4-1. Rick Riz along with Mike Blowers. What a night out for baseball. Game 3 of the 4-game series. Texas with a new pitcher, right-hander Jason Grilli, will take over in relief to face Junior, Gutierrez, and Langerhans. Mariners breaking up a 1-1 tie in the bottom of the 7th inning with 3 runs. Here are the numbers for Grilli. (11 outings, 0-1 record, and a 1.59 ERA. Junior 0 for 3 tonight. And he takes outside, ball 1. Eddie Guardado win 1 inning, once scoreless inning in the 7th inning. David Ardsma warming up in the bullpen. 1-1 the count. Starting pitcher Kevin Millwood wins 6+ innings. He's tough. Gave up 4 runs. Walked a couple, struck out 5. Ball 2, 2-1. Fly ball into shallow left field. Way up there coming in is Bird. And Marlin's there to make the catch. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Brings up center fielder Franklin Gutierrez. Mariners and the Rangers tomorrow afternoon. Eric Bedard against Dustin Nippert. Right after the All-Star break, we're going to be in Cleveland for 3. Then it's on to Detroit. We'll have an off day in Detroit. Take on the Tigers. Season's going by fast, Mike.
It has. It has. The guys have played well. It's been a lot of fun so far.
It really has. They've been in so many games. Over 500 on the year by 2 games, trying to make it 3. Angels coming from behind to win in Anaheim this afternoon, 14-8. That's a look at our out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Washington Lottery's Match 4. Yankees hitting 5 home runs in that game, but losing. One and one on Gutierrez. Looking for a base hit to extend his hitting streak to 14 games. Ball 2-2-1. Speaking of hitting streaks, Jamie McOwen's 45-game hitting streak was ended last night. The kid in the minor leagues, Mariners organization at Class A ball high.
Congratulations to him.
How about that?
Tremendous streak, yeah.
45-game hitting streak for James McOwen. 2-2. It was the 8th longest hitting streak in minor league history, and the longest, I think, since 1954. 10th longest in pro history. Jamie McGowan. Good job, kid. Swing and a foul back by Gutierrez. Still 2-2. Major league record. Joe DiMaggio, a 56-game hitting streak back in 1941. Broken bat, one hopper back to the mound, taken by Gurley, runs the first, underhands the ball now to Blaylock for the out, 2 down. So 2 away, and here's left fielder Ryan Langerhans. That bat just shattered, Mike.
Yeah, again, all night long they were pitching Franklin Gutierrez away. Hit that ball off the end of the bat and shattered it.
So Franklin's streak will be stopped at 13, but what a great stretch for Franklin Gutierrez. Besides that, he's hit safely in 21 of 23 for an average of 389. Here's Ryan Langerhans, who got things going with that leadoff line drive single to left center field in the 7th inning, and was aboard when Robbie Johnson, who was trying to sacrifice, didn't, but then hit a 2-run home run out to the Mariners bullpen. Ball 1. So Langerhans has played a role in this game, Mike, besides that base hit. He made a fine play in the base hit down the left field line by Bird, trying to get the second, threw him out. 1-1.
He came here with a reputation of being a good outfielder, and we've seen that so far.
Good hustle to get to that ball down the left field line where the seats jut out toward the line. Down and away. 2-1. Mariners have had a rough time against the Rangers this year. 1-6 against Texas. 14-15 against the West. Fly ball lifted to straightaway left field. Marlon Byrd is underneath it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. And we go to the top of the 9th inning. Last try for the Rangers. Our score: the Mariners 4 and the Rangers 1. Banner Bank. Better ideas, better banking. Banner Bank. And by Money Tree. And Money Tree, providing immediate cash for your business, is our business. Apply for a business loan at MoneyTreeInc.com. 4-1 Mariners lead, top half of the ninth inning, and right-hander David Ardsma will take over in relief. The Mariner closer. What an outstanding job he's done out of the bullpen a couple of nights ago, picking up his 18th save of the year, Mike.
He's been terrific this year. You can see 18 out of 20. ERA just recently jumped over 2. He's been under 2 pretty much the whole year. 48 strikeouts and 39 innings pitched. Pretty good stuff.
He'll take a look at designated hitter Andrew Jones, first baseman Hank Blaylock, and then left fielder Marlon Byrd. Save situation with a 3-run lead. 2-hopper on the short hop. One-handed by Hanahan. Toss across, and he got him 1 pitch, 1 away. Jack Hanahan racing in, getting to the ball on the short hop, Mike.
Well, the thing about it is, as a third baseman, you have to make a decision right away. You're going to go get it or sit back. He takes off right away, and once you commit, stay with the play. Nicely done.
Just acquired by the Mariners today from the Oakland Athletics for the minor league pitcher Justin Souza. So 1 out for the Rangers, and here's first baseman Hank Blaylock. This play by Hanahan. Fastball at the knees, and it's 0-1. Ardsma bounced back and got the save a couple of nights ago after the rough outing the night before against Baltimore, but that's baseball. That happens to everybody. You got to have that short memory, and Ardsma came right back and got a save against Texas in Game 1 after the outstanding performance by Felix Hernandez. 1-2 on Blaylock. He's hitless in 3 tries. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with a splitter. 2 outs for the Rangers here in the 9th inning. What a pitch, Mike.
He showed him a couple of fastballs away, and then he comes back with a split. Woo-hoo. Bottom falls out of it.
That was nasty.
That is. See Blaylock committing a swing early, thinking it's a fastball in the strike zone, and just dove out of there. Great pitch.
Fans are on their feet, 30,000 plus. Marlon Byrd, the hitter. Up and in with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Ball 1. Well, here on singles night, the Mariners have used the home run ball. Russell Branding, a solo shot. Rob Johnson, a 2-run home run. Swing and a miss by Byrd, and the count is even at 1-1, and Ardsma going right after the Ranger hitters here in the 9th inning. Byrd 1 for 3 with a single in the second, but was thrown out at second on a great throw by Langerhans. Check swing, fastball is high for ball 2, 2-1. Ardsma trying to wrap up a win for Jared Washburn, which will be his 6th. And that'll be 1 more than he had all of last year when Jared was 5-14. What a year for Washburn. High again, ball 3, 3-1 on Byrd. And Mike, if you're Don Wakamatsu and pitching coach Rick Adair, this is how you map it out. Your starter goes 7. Your setup guy goes a scoreless inning, then you bring in the closer to get the job done. Well hit left field. This one is going to be off the top of the hand operated scoreboard. Langerhans throw to second. They got a shot, but safe at second is Byrd this time. Langerhans threw him out trying to get to second on a base hit down the left field line. Back in the second, he almost got him here in the 9th. Double for Byrd.
It's hit hard, a 3-1 pitch right off the top of the wall. Langerhans plays it perfectly.
Wow. Well, he looks like Langerhans has been playing out in left field for years. He just showed up a few weeks ago.
Marlon Byrd's wondering what's going on with the outfielders in this game. He's thrown out once by him, another time by Gutierrez in center field, and almost got him again to end the game.
Nelson Cruz takes outside, ball 1. Be mighty careful with this guy. He hit one into the upper deck last night. 21 home runs. Fouls one away, and the count is even on Cruz at 1 ball and 1 strike. One on, 2 outs here in the 9th inning. 30,698 here at Safeco Field tonight for Game 3 of the series. Hopped up and out of play behind home plate. 1-2, and now it's boiled down to just one more strike. David Ardsman, a little walk to the backside of the mound, a little tug at the bill of his cap, scrapes the dirt in front of the rubber, leans in to get the sign from Rob Johnson, trying to put the Rangers away. Mariners looking for win number 45. The 1-2 is in on Cruz. Ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Everybody in the top step of the dugout. Tomorrow's starter Eric Bedard looking on. Swing and a miss, and it's over. David Artsma strikes out Nelson Cruz for the final out, and the Mariners